Tongue scares the monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark. Thrills and chills, we embrace them all.
What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore and More Podcast. I'm your not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I don't bring this shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror homies. Started off with that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And we have the Duke of the Dead, the Dean of the Deceased, the host with the Ghost Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's going on, fuckers? Except for everybody in Danville. You can go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, fuck Danville. We are missing our beloved Meat Mountain. He is down at
Space
the
Mountain.
house. He's at the House of Mouse right now, man.
Yeah.
He's at the fucking Disney World. He was talking us up this morning. He was getting drunk in Mexico. So yeah, I hope he's having a good time. I know Rebecca's down there. Hope you guys are sunscreening it up, and I hope it's not as humid as it's been. So other than that, we are talking 2014's Cooties today. And what is today? Well, that's September 23rd, 2024. We're fucking nearing the end of the month, boys. Getting right into this shit.
I know
crazy.
it's scary how fast this month went by.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. But that's okay, man, because October is next. And you know what, man? I feel like October needs one more week to it because it's just the weekends are already full and everything else. And it's just like, I need a little bit more time. But yeah, we're talking Cooties. This is a scuba pick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mistaken. Fantastic. Was a first time watch for me. I believe also for Chad Daddy.
Yes, it was.
Hell yeah. Brody, I'm not sure, but we will hear from the beloved doppelganger King of Banga a little later. Before we do what we always do of discussing movies, we got to do how we start the shit off how we always do, and that is talk about what we did in the past weekend. So, Mr. Vasquez, are you okay to do so?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. I heard little
They're
Charlie in the background.
they're outside the door. They're about to go pick up food or something, and they're Charlie.
Hell yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your slice of life.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you. Chad Daddy, balls in your court, brother. How was your
Yeah.
week?
Not too bad, just a normal work week. And then, at probably about the middle of the week, my boss said, hey, we're going to be offering up some overtime for you guys on Friday. Would you be interested? I was like, hell yeah, I'm not going to turn down, a couple extra hours, Nice thing about it is, we have to pick, like, we want to be there 2 hours, show up for 2 hours. You want to be there 5 hours, 10 hours, whatever.
Word.
So it's very flexible for that. So I'm getting all ready. And then Thursday night, of course, Harper decides she's sick.
Ooh.
She is running a fever. She is warm as hell. I told my wife, I said,
Cooties.
just let me know. Yeah. I was like, just let me know. It's easier for me to just not go in on an overtime day. It doesn't count against me than it is for you to stay home from work. She's like, well, we'll see. And I get up at 4:30 in the morning, about ready to get ready for work. I'm like, I better go check on Harper. I go, and she's warmer than before. I'm like, fuck. So I text my boss. I'm like, I'm not going to be in. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but, Harper's sick. He's like, yeah, sir, that's no problem. So I told him, yeah, not going to be in. So we go and, get the kids ready and everything. Wife's like, it really would have made more sense. You would have made more money if you went in instead of me. I said, yeah, I know, but, this isn't going to count against you or anything. So if she works at the school, they're really flexible about things like that anyway. But still.
Noise.
Yeah. And I went in today, and it looks like they really didn't do much anyway on Friday, so I don't think I really fucking missed anything.
Hey. It's all right.
And let's see, what else happened Friday? My wife said, we're going to make a grocery list because I'm going to go to Walmart because I got to pick up something anyway. I'm like, oh, what'd you get? She's like, oh, no, I'm not going to tell you. She's like, I'll show you when I get home. I'm like, all right, fine. So she goes and unloads the groceries. I'm like, all right, what did you buy? And she brings me.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Nice. Wait, I thought you already had that.
I don't have the second one.
Did you only had Did you have Miles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
The first one had Miles, and she brought that in because it was on sale. She had $10 in Walmart credit or whatever to use. So she got it for really cheap. I'm like, cool, thanks. So I'm playing the hell out of that this weekend. Aside from that, we had there's this thing in town called the Peanut Butter Festival because the biggest employer in our town is the Smucker's Peanut Butter Factory.
Awesome there.
Yeah.
Really want to be.
But anyhow, so they have like a little fair type thing going on once a year for it. So we went to that with some friends. Then Sunday, my son's soccer game, and I watched this awesome movie. You know, it was aside from that, it's a pretty chill weekend.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just did a lot of web swinging.
Nice.
Flip.
Oh, that's a fun game too. I'm already loving it.
Fucking hey, dude. Just even started off right off the bat is fucking great.
Oh hell yeah,
Sandman there, whatever.
yeah, right.
Fucking hey, dude.
All right, Scuba Steve, how about you, buddy?
Let's see. What did I do this weekend? I don't think I did much this weekend, really. What the hell did I do? I have no idea what the hell I did this weekend. I didn't do much. Mel worked this weekend, so I stayed at home with Charlie. I worked on, so I got the Terrifier costume from Spirit Halloween 2 weeks ago, I think. And I was looking at the mask and it just seemed off to me. So I repainted the mask, fixed the teeth because it had a really shitty paint job on the teeth. And I still haven't finished the teeth. I still got a lot of more layers and shit to put on there, but it's it looks a hell of a lot better than it did when it came out of the package. So I decided that I was also going to up my costume game because the mask is cool now, but it's got that one same smile on it the entire time. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. Right. So I went on Etsy and I bought me an Art the Clown silicone mask. So I'm waiting for that to come in. Yeah. So that one I'll be able to the mouth moves and everything on it, and you'll be able to see my teeth. I'm buying the dentures.
Are you guys say you're getting the pop-ins?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to put the costumes because I'm gonna do 2 costumes. I'm gonna do the regular art, and then I'm gonna do Santa art. But I'm not going to mess with the Santa suit until after I watch Terrifier. Once I watch Terrifier 3 and see just how bloody he gets in that Santa suit, then I'll be able to do the blood splatter on that one. But I'm going to take the costume outside. I'm going to put it on my mannequin and go to town on the original costume with the perma blood that I got. So my neighbors are probably going to think I'm crazy outside splattering blood on this fucking Art the Clown mannequin. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We did do some tapings for All Content Entertainment, but it was kind of screwed up because there was absolutely zero rain called for, and our ring is outside in the backyard when we don't do the big events. So we set everything up. We now split the shows, or we're doing 2 shows now that we're going to post online. We're going to do the Thursday Night Throwdown, which is a bi-weekly show, and then we're going to do Facebook Fight Night on the weeks that we don't have Thursday Night Throwdown, just to keep the content rolling. So Facebook Fight Night was always just 1 match. I'm like, you know what? I want to expand it to a full show. So we're going to do that now. It's going to be 45 minutes to an hour long show. So we got everything in order. Their matches were set, and it fucking rained. So it just threw everything for the weekend just off track. And the rain came out of nowhere. Like,
that sucks. Dude.
Was not in the forecast at all. So yesterday the guys spent all their time, wrestling and stuff, and I didn't go because I scheduled myself to just do a promo. So I'm just gonna sit in my chair and record a promo because I don't need to have a match yet. So
there you go.
And then yesterday, so I've been ducking this old lady for the longest time. I go to coalition meetings for my job, right? Met this very nice old lady. She sells this thing called Legal Shield. Basically, it's like a subscription-based lawyer. If you ever need a lawyer for anything, you're covered. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for a lawyer because they cover your ass. It's like insurance by having a lawyer. You pay $30 a month, whatever. But I've been ducking this lady for months because I'm like, I don't need it. It's not something that I think I need. So I pushed her off on Mel. Because Mel's very, no, we don't need it. Thank you for your time. So I kept rescheduling the meetings, rescheduling them. And, I know what I did this weekend. I went to a Native American powwow. That's what I did on Saturday. That was the tits. It was awesome.
Cool. Okay.
Never been to one before. It was really cool.
I'm not.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I've never been to one before.
Pretend I don't know what a powwow is. What is going on?
It's just like a drum circle with Native Americans dancing and different stuff going on. They have competitions. It's they have vendors, you know, all Native American vendors and stuff. It was really cool.
Nice.
Did that, and then but that's why I rescheduled the meeting on Saturday to Sunday. So I sent Mel. I said, well, Charlie's asleep. Both of us can't go. You go. You tell her no. Wrong fucking thing to do, because Mel could not tell this little old lady no. So now we are covered with fucking legal shield for in case any of
Well, that completely fucking backfired.
Oh God.
backfired. Yeah. She's like, I couldn't tell her no. She reminded me of the Golden Girls. I couldn't say no.
Yeah, but Blanche was a fucking hoe, dude. So
Yeah,
it's like,
well,
whatever.
Yeah, she was.
She loves the Golden Girls though. So
I do too.
yeah. So it kind of backfired on me, and I was like, God damn it. But I mean, I guess it's a good thing. You never know. It covers like all this different shit, you know, in case I need a lawyer for anything.
Have you ever had to use them?
No.
Get rid of it.
Well, I've never had to use them because I've never had it before. I've had to have a lawyer
Oh.
before, but it was for like divorce and stuff, you know?
Well, yeah.
Nothing like no car accidents or anything like that. But yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
I'll say best of luck to you on that eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and then I got a gym membership. I did get a gym membership because now that I am the lowest weight that I've been since fucking high school, I'm down to 226. And
Good
I
for
said,
you,
you know
buddy.
what? I need to get down to that 200 mark. I've never been just 200. And if I was, it was like in middle school. So I need to get that down. So got a gym membership for Mel and I to go. That's what I'm going to do after I leave here. I'm going to eat myself sandwich, and then I'm going to hit the gym. And that's
Nice,
all
man. Good
I
for
did.
you.
I got to watch the movie today because we didn't watch it yesterday because I made Mel watch The Last American Virgin. I don't know why that movie popped in my head, and I had just been wanting to watch it for the longest time because it has such a fucked up ending. And rewatching it as an adult did not have the same impact it had as me watching it as a teenager, because as a teenager I watched it and I felt for the guy in the movie. I was like, man,
I was gonna say, were you a virgin when you watched it the first time, and does it
No.
change after the fact?
no,
Okay.
no, not
Okay.
at all. But he just gives off, if you were to change the music from all these awesome 80s hits, if you were to change the music and add like a creepy horror movie score, that dude gives off like fucking straight up stalker vibes the entire fucking movie. If you were to change the music to this movie, it would be a completely different fucking movie.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of 80s movies, honestly, though.
Yeah.
Dude,
and the way,
you've seen the preview where they take Mrs. Doubtfire and add
Yeah.
scary music.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Somebody needs to do that for this fucking movie, because even the way this movie ends calls for a part 2 where the dude is like a fucking serial killer for what she fucking did to him.
What is this
Like,
called? I gotta look.
The
this up.
Last American Virgin. Basically, it gives off Porky vibes, right? It's 3 best friends. They're in high school trying to get laid. That's all they're trying to do. What the nerdy guy falls in love with this girl that he's never even fucking talked to. The really cool friend of the group ends up banging the fucking chick, and he gets all crazy and psycho. Well, she ends up fucking pregnant. The dude's like, I don't want nothing to do with you. I took your virginity, blah, 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 blah. Right? So then the nerdy guy's like, oh, I'll be there for you. Basically, that's his in. And then he tells the girl, oh, I've always loved you from the first time I saw you. They kiss. He thinks they're like boyfriend and girlfriend now. So he goes, and then he goes and pays for her abortion. He pawns all his like radio shit, all this like steals from his parents and goes and fucking pays for her abortion. Right? They're playing house essentially over the Christmas break. So they're staying at his dead grandmother's house.
Yo, is that the kid? Is this the kid from fucking part 4?
It might be.
Is he the one where he's like, yo, let me put it into the computer? Boop, boop.
Yes.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
God,
it looks
that
like
guy.
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the main character?
Yes, he's the main character.
Yeah, I would never be sympathetic for that dude ever.
So
He just seems
he's
like
a pizza.
douche.
He's a pizza delivery boy, right? So his boss always lets him use this fucking goofy ass station wagon with this giant fucking like pizza statue on top. So him and the girl finally kiss, right? They finally, and you're never gonna watch it, so I'll just fucking ruin the fucking ending for you. But it's this buildup about how he's so in love with her. But like I said, as a teenager watching it, I'm like, man, I feel for that guy. Like I've been there. You know, the girl that I really liked that I just didn't have the balls to talk to. But as an adult, it's like that dude's a fucking stalker from the fucking get-go. The way he met her, everything's fucking just bad. So then he goes and pays $80 for a locket to get engraved that's like to Karen with love. $80 in 1982 is a lot of money. So he shows up to her birthday party, right? All excited, gonna give her this fucking locket because that's his girlfriend now after they kissed one time. And he did all these good things for her.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Right.
It's
So
match.
he's like, oh, have you seen Karen? And they're like, oh yeah, she's in the kitchen. Walks in the kitchen, and the song, what's the song? I don't know. I don't remember the name of the song, but like this very fucking sad song. There's I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. Whatever that song is, that's the song that starts playing, right? Because when he opens the fucking door, she's standing in the kitchen making out with his fucking friend that got her pregnant and told her to fuck off. And that's how the fucking movie ends.
So like life.
Like life. It is the only 80s movie that does not end with a fucking happy ending that you would expect that, oh, they're gonna be together, whatever. No, that fucking ending is like, ouch. But watching it last night as an adult, I was like, you know what? Fuck you. That's what you fucking get.
So you know
He's got
the
good
horror
guy
movie.
syndrome.
The horror movie sequel is he burns the house down with everybody inside and they all
Everybody
die.
inside. Yeah. Mel was like, I feel like this is a prequel for that show You. And I'm like,
No,
yep.
man. The horror sequel is part 4. He just finds a new group of friends and becomes a different kind of a douchebag.
And
then
still
gets
doesn't get
killed.
laid.
And still doesn't get laid.
Well, he gets laid. He gets laid in this movie. They fuck a hooker.
Oh,
All three
Oh.
guys fuck a hooker and they get crabs. Like I'm telling you, it's got Porky's vibes to it. Like it's funny.
that sounds very. I would say that sounds familiar, but the rest of it doesn't look
and
familiar. Right?
and then they go to a swimming pool because that's how they're gonna drown the crabs. So they're sitting in a swimming pool for like 4 hours, whatever.
Like all I could think of is fucking Super Troopers, and that's the second time I got crabs.
That's all right.
So yeah, it's just the soundtrack is fucking absolutely amazing, and you can't find it anywhere to stream. You have to buy the fucking DVD because I guess
Lame.
the soundtrack, like nobody has the rights to the music or whatever. They would be too expensive for whatever fucking reason. You can't fucking stream it anywhere. But I don't know. It's one of those.
You can find it. You just have to sail the seas.
Yes, you got to sail the seas. And I don't feel like sailing the seas, so I bought it for $6 on Amazon.
Oh, that's not
That'll
bad.
happen.
And now I have the physical copy. But yeah, that's all we did. And sorry to go off on that fucking Last American Virgin tangent. And if you haven't seen it, watched it. The soundtrack's great. The movie's not that great as I remember it to be, but watch it and tell me it would not make a fucking great horror movie.
All right.
Big John?
Let's see. What did I do this weekend? Not too much. I did something. Had a sad moment Friday. Got in a little fender bender with my new car. That sucked. But luckily it's fixable. It's not like it's just totaled or anything. So hopefully that'll be good in a week or so. On the good side, I'm back at fucking work today. That made me a very happy man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hold on.
that's a good feeling. Hey, yeah. It's a good feeling for sure when I guess you have uncertainty on your job.
Yes.
But no, that was solid. So things are looking up there. What else did we do? Oh, we went to a little fall festival. That was kind of nice. There's this little town not too far over called Jordan, and never been to it, but just a little fest, dude. Like, just they have a huge fucking covered area that's just all concessions, and then they had a bunch of tents that were vendors and shit like that. So it was just like a little carnival or whatever. One tent was like all just old books for sale or like donated or whatever. Yeah, you would think so, but we all know that old book smell.
Yeah.
That really gross yeah, bro.
No. I love that old book smell.
I do too. I love that old book smell.
Nope. It smells like mold to me.
Like when I walk into
Oh.
half price books, I'm like,
I could smell that coming from. I was outside the tent and it was like wafting out. And I'm just like, oh.
What's
It's
even
awful.
What's even better is old comic book smell.
yeah, fuck yeah.
See, for some reason, I can meet you with that one, but like normal old book smell, like I think I like it, and then I keep smelling it, and I'm like, no, man, it just smells like mold to me, dude. Like I can't get into it.
Steph thinks I'm so weird because every time I pick up a book, new or old, I just pick it up and sniff it.
I mean,
I just appreciate the smell. It's like the
It's
smell
kinda
of
like a-
knowledge or something. I don't know.
well, I mean, it's kind of like a new car smell, right, dude? You're just like,
You know, we all have that weird smell that we enjoy that we shouldn't.
You know what? I've never been the one where like the people that think gasoline. Like I've never been in that camp.
No, for me it's skunk.
Well, I like that smell too, but for other reasons.
Weed.
No, it just reminds me of when I was a kid. I don't know, living
Yeah?
out in the sticks and shit. And
Fair enough.
No,
No, I get that. But no, yeah, so went to that little fall fest. Other than that, man, had a pretty chill weekend, you know, like I said, dude, got the
Gene knows old newsprint smell.
there you go. Yeah, so like our vote for the thing was like Saturday. So Saturday night we found out if we were coming back to work per third shift Sunday. So kind of just, you know, did that. And then what the fuck did I do yesterday? I do anything? I can't even fucking remember. How sad is that?
that was my problem. And then I started talking, and I'm like, oh shit.
Well, I mean, besides you know what, dude? I will mention, like Chad Daddy with the new Spider-Man. I also got a new game courtesy of my sister and brother-in-law. They threw me and the wife the new Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
I was gonna buy it,
Bro. It's fucking awesome. And I played a few other Warhammer games before, never beat any of them, but I like them, dude. Like I like the general aesthetic and shit. This is just like super hefty Helldivers, bro. Like and it's awesome because if you guys have watched the videos or if you haven't, whatever. So the enemy types, they're like xenomorphs, right?
Yeah.
But they amass at the thousands, dude. So like your background screen or whatever, you're watching them all like come over to these mountains, and they actually are coming up to you at a certain point. And then to like get up walls, they like pile up on each other like fucking World War Z style, dude. So you're just chucking nades so they don't even get to the top. But then you start fucking melee battle and everything, which is melee and gunplay. So it's kind of like Darksiders a little bit. But the only way I can explain it is every big battle turns into that dude's definitive dream moment of like that last stand. Like, this is the fucking most epic part of my life ever. And I'm going out in a bang, dude. Because especially once you start getting all the counters and shit, like every other game and everything like that, you're just catching these Xenos by like the fucking tail and like body slamming them into 5 other ones while they're all exploding and shit. And
I wanted to buy it, but I was watching video gameplay, and it just seems like the Space Marine moves too slow. Like
he's very slow, dude. He's a 7-pound,
no,
like
I know,
2,000-pound fucking mech, dude.
No,
like,
I know, but after playing Helldivers, it's like when I went back to play Fireteam Elite. I sucked at that game when I first played it because the Xenos were so fucking fast, and it was just really hard for me to fucking. But after playing Helldivers, I ran through that fucking game like nothing because the gameplay is so fucking fast.
So it's got some sweet multiplayer, but the multiplayer is all like you choose your class style, right? It's not you just going in. So you got your heavy, you got your sniper, you got all this other shit. So I don't know, man. I like it. It's you run slow, but you are literally fighting hordes of fucking enemies on top of yourself all the fucking time. So it's kind of like, I'm not saying you have to buy it.
No, I have to buy it because Mel's a huge Warhammer fan. Like,
really?
The tabletop, huge fucking nerd.
This is just like surface level shit, which is fine with me. That's where I'm kind of at, right? Like, I like Warhammer, but I'm too scared to dip into the tabletop shit.
Brody Kane, ladies and gentlemen.
Brody!
Love Mr. Kane. Woo! But no, man, the game is fucking solid. So if you want to check it out, I would say for sure. And yeah, man. Oh, I was also, I know you're gonna shame me on this, but I was also playing Fortnite with some friends this weekend because, well, they got the new Marvel shit going on. And after like 2 days of playing, and of course I got sucked in. I'm like, God damn it. And I had to buy the season pass because I already unlocked. So of course they have normal Wolverines in the store and shit like that. But in this pass, they have the banana, but it's Wolverine. So it's Peelverine. And it's awesome. No, it's fucking awesome. And I also unlocked Doom, like you can get Dr. Doom and shit. And his glider is literally a giant fucking Doom fist that he just stands on all badass like this. And it's just like I'm fisting Fortnite, dude. It's just fucking awesome.
That's still a stupid game.
It is, but it's stupidly fun for whatever reason.
I could never get into it at all.
That's what everybody says. And then all of a sudden there's just one season pass or something that you're just like, oh, fuck. And now
I thought about it when they did the Dragon Ball Z one. Because
they have Michael Myers in there.
Right. And they'll probably have a new person coming up this October, seeing they had Michael last year. I'm hoping for Art. Fingers crossed. Because if Art's in Terrifier, I'm fucking buying them. Hands down. But, or maybe Sam. I don't know. But they're coming to Call of Duty.
Oh, Art is, right?
And Sam and Michael Myers. They're in there right now. I saw a thing coming up for it, or it's already happening now. It's weird. Because Sam's like tall. He's not a little kid.
What the fuck?
That's dumb. But all right, enough
Brody.
about all this bullshit. Brody's ready to talk about the film, and I think we all are as well.
Oh, yeah.
And that is 2014's Cooties. Once again, this is a Scuba Steve pick. So Scuba, floor is yours, buddy.
All right. So Clint, a failed writer turned substitute teacher, returns to his hometown where he reunites with his lifelong crush, Lucy, also a teacher. On his first day on the job, a mysterious virus infects the elementary school where he teaches, transforming the kids into a feral swarm of zombies. An unlikely hero, Clint leads a motley band of teachers in the fight of their lives. Directed by Jonathan Millett and Karen Mernian, Bushwhack and Becky. Written by Leigh Whannell, Saw, The Invisible Man. Ian Brennan, Glee, Scream
Damn
Queen.
it. I thought you said bushwhacked. I got really excited. Not
Bushwick.
I was like, wow, fucking pulling one from the past, dude.
Produced by Daniel Noah, Mandy, Color Out of Space, Josh C. Waller, The Boy, Daniel Isn't Real, Elijah Wood, Color Out of Space, No Man of God. Starring, since Bobby's not here, John, take it away.
All right. We have Elijah Wood from Maniac, Sin City as Clint Hudson. Rainn Wilson, House of a Thousand Corpses, Weird, the Al Yankovic story as Wade Johnson. By the way, I got to shout out to my lovely wife here. She thought Rainn Wilson was not who he is. She was thinking of Rebel Wilson the entire time. So she's watching the entire movie like, where the fuck is she, dude? I don't see. I was like, and she told me after the next day, and I was like,
you know, that's when you look.
No.
That's when you look at them and you just say,
God
"You're
damn,
so
you're
pretty."
cute. Yeah, I know.
You just say, "You're so pretty."
I love you, Bubs. Allison Pills, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Star Trek, Picard as Lucy McCormick, Jack McBrayer, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, and Wreck-It Ralph as Tracy Lacey. Leigh Whannell, Saw and Insidious as Doug Davis. Nassim Pedreed, Saturday Night Live and Beverly Hills Cop Axel F as Rebecca Helveson. Ian Brennan, Too Much Flesh, Save the Last Dance 2, like it needed a sequel, as Vice Principal Sims. Save the Last Dance again.
Dude, when I wrote that, I did a double take because I thought they meant like Step Up 2, and I'm like, no, that's Save the Last Dance 2. Like, the fuck did they make a sequel to that?
Who knows? Who knows?
We need to do a pod with unneeded sequels.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Looking at you,
god.
American Psycho 2.
Yeah. Is that George or Jorge? What do we
Both.
want to say? Jorge Garcia, Lost, and Hawaiian 5-0 as Rick. God, fuck you, Lost. I loved him in that show.
I
dude.
deliberately threw that on there because of you. And I know how much you hate
you know what? I loved him in that show, and I was so sad when they killed his character off because he was my favorite too.
But they're all dead anyway.
I know, which is fucking not even gonna go there. Sunny Mae Allison, Ouija, and Insight as Shelley Linker. Body count 9, not including zombie kids.
Okay. So we'll talk about it. Continue. We'll talk about it because I counted more than 9.
I did not try to count by any means, honestly, so I don't know.
How many did you count?
I have but I counted bodies too that we didn't see.
I don't count bodies.
I
don't
counted
count
them.
those.
I got it.
I say Chad needs to see the kill, or at least know that it's happened off screen, sound effect wise. Fair enough. Chad Daddy, what you got, buddy?
Music by Pepjin Caudron, Lowlife, Hotel Poseidon. Cinematography by Lyle Vincent, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, and Kate. Edited by Brett W. Bachman, Mandy, and the Toxic Avenger remake, not the old one.
So the unreleased, the never,
The unreleased
we'll
we'll
never
never
see.
see.
that's so fucking stupid. Like, it will make money. There's no way, and the only way I can figure is the insurance wipeout is more of a payout than what they think they would actually get back. Like, they got to have some kind of insurance wash on it or something like that, right? Like, that's all I can figure.
And I think they'd make mad bank on it if they released
I do
one.
too, dude. I'm gonna say I would, and maybe it's a fucking crazy claim. I'm gonna say it could make Terrifier 2 money.
Oh,
Easily.
yeah.
Easily.
But I wouldn't put it. Maybe limit it in theaters. You're not going to make anything if you do it.
No. It can't be. You got to make it like select, so it almost like feel.
You
like
have to find that
need
target
to
audience.
fucking yeah. You need to get out there to go fucking find that shit.
And make it like an event. Not
Yes.
just drop it suddenly. You need to build up to it. Make
Or show the OG and then show the new one or something.
Something.
Yeah, anything, whatever. Trauma fucking double feature night.
Okay, so effects and makeup by Joseph D. Valerio, Morbius, and The Flash. Distributed by
Morbid
Lions.
time.
It is Morbid time. Distributed by Lionsgate. Rated R. Estimated budget of about $5 million, and it grossed about $581,000.
Oof. See, I don't remember this being in theaters. I remember it coming to streaming when it did. But
I don't
think
remember
it had
where I watched
I believe
it.
it had a simultaneous streaming / theatrical release, if I remember.
really?
I think.
In 2014? I didn't think we were doing that yet. And like I said, I could be way wrong, or maybe it was just a very like short release window up for it or something. Who the hell
It might
knows?
be. Okay, so anyhow, back to the discussion.
It was a limited release.
Limited release.
Yeah.
I'm also going to blame it being a zombies movie in 2014.
2014. Yep.
Kind of not the best time for zombie movies. I feel like it's a little bit at the end of the height of it. Well, I guess when Walking Dead, that's
Yeah, Walking Dead
2010.
was still a thing back then.
Yeah. For me though, like zombies more like started becoming really mainstream. I go by the fucking Dawn of the Dead remake, but that's even earlier. So
Yeah.
I go mid 2000s zombies like explosion.
Gotcha.
But all right, so yeah, man, it was a fun fucking movie, Scoops. Thank you for putting this on the list.
That it was.
I this movie right here fits into those movies that this year we've watched that we like. Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse, Deathgasm. It's just one of those you can't take serious kind of movies to enjoy it. If you go in expecting this like Dawn of the Dead like zombie movie, you're not going to have fun. This movie is about sitting down, watching it, and having fun. And it's a completely new take on the zombie virus because there's never been a movie where the zombie virus only affects kids. And what do kids love the most? Chicken nuggets. So what better way to start this zombie apocalypse than with a tainted chicken nugget from a fucked up chicken factory?
Which, by the way, what the hell? That was a hell of an opening up with a fucking chickens getting slaughtered and turned into fucking chicken McNuggets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that was legit. That wasn't even fake. That was real.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part of that was? Is I was trying to eat chicken and biscuits at that time while eating it. And it was really fucking hard, dude.
I was also eating while watching
it. Not right before they got to the pink paste where they were really just showing like them just fucking with the body. And I'm just like looking at this and I'm just like, oh man, like this kind of killed my appetite. Yeah. But as soon as that scene went away, I was like, all right, we're good again.
Yeah, we were sitting there eating. We had like those breadsticks with cheese in the middle. We're sitting there eating and stuff's like, and the movie starts and she's like, what's wrong? Don't you like them? I'm like, no, they're fine. It's just just kind of don't want to eat while watching this.
I've never been never been to the point where I've been disgusted to stop eating because of I've seen something in a movie. So I got to say that actually probably takes the first cake for that one, because I've seen some gross horror movies where I'm just like, yeah, eating popcorn, you know, other fucking like, but dude, that just hit differently.
Oh god, Brody doesn't know what chicken and biscuits are.
Oh, chicken and biscuits are delicious, bro. It's just literally biscuits with gravy and chicken, and usually you got like a vegetable in there.
Yeah, it's usually like vegetables, some kind of carrots,
corn or carrots or something like that. But it's just think sausage and gravy, unless you don't do that either. But that's breakfast time, and then turkey and chicken and biscuits is dinner time.
Yeah. I love chicken and biscuits. I'm not a big sausage and gravy guy.
Bro, I'm both. I would eat this shit all day.
Biscuits.
Yeah, no, sorry. Like,
no, biscuits as in
like KFC biscuits.
Yeah, like the KFC biscuits.
I'm trying to think of like, what does bro? He knows KFC biscuits. Take that. So take it, like, just rip your chicken up all over, but first rip your biscuit up, then your chicken, and then just dump gravy all over it. And then you can, I mean, I'll even add mashed potatoes into that, dude. You just put that all on top of potatoes.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Then you take a 3-hour nap because you just ate too much starch.
That's comfort food right there.
That is the epitome of comfort food right there.
Fucking right, dude.
Back to this movie again.
Right.
See, this was a really fun movie. I laughed so many times during this. Like, when a movie opens up and it's Elijah Wood and his mom is fucking Meredith from The Office, you know you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
There's a lot of actors in this. You're like, hey, I've seen you here. I've seen you here. I've seen you here.
Well, yeah, because it has her, Dwight, and the guy that plays the sheriff or whatever was also on The Office. He was one of Dwight's other Amish cousins. It was in a few episodes.
Wait, his brother or his cousin? Jeb?
Cousin.
What was he was the one with the Ahab beard, right?
No, that was Mose. It was one of his other Amish cousins.
Oh. Gotcha. Yes, Brody. Biscuits is bread, but it's just how the fuck else do I explain the biscuit, dude?
No. It's light, fluffy, flaky bread.
That's a biscuit.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's like yay big. A lot of breakfast sandwiches can be on them. Man,
I don't know why biscuit is a cookie in like England and the UK and Australia.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I could see there were like that could be very confusing on our end, but for them it would be really pissed off because they'd be like, "Yo, dude, you guys want some biscuits?" And they'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" But then you bring them out our biscuits, and they're like, they were really hoping for cookies. That'd be, yeah, I can get it.
So if a biscuit is a cookie over there, then what the fuck is a cookie?
It's a pussy. Anyways,
so getting back, like, and one of my favorite scenes was right at the beginning that made me laugh so hard was when Elijah Wood's walking into the school, and these kids, don't feel bad for these kids. These kids were all just fucking evil.
Kids.
I swear. They were horrible. They were horrible little kids. And the one kid, he's talking to his mother, and he's like real mean to his mother. He's like, well, "Fuck you, mom." And she just turns around. Yeah, well, fuck you too. I died.
Yeah,
because every parent wants to say that's their kid, but they never do.
I know some. It's not me, trust me.
So that had me dying. There was just so much fun with this movie. You can't take it serious. If you do, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you.
The hardest I laughed was almost right in the beginning with just because I was laughing trying to figure out how long it's going to take Rainn Wilson to realize what the fuck is happening in the yard. He's just shooting because to me,
shooting and missing so many hoops.
To me, that motherfucker should have noticed that shit 5 minutes ago. You think he would hear people screaming? It's not like he has fucking earbuds in or anything like that. He's just that into his fucking shots, dude. But no, he was, to me, like, he was my favorite character. The only thing I didn't care for with this movie was the abrupt ending. Like, it wasn't a bad ending. It just was kind of like, oh.
That's not even the original ending.
Nope.
The original ending ended.
Yep, I'll get into that. I've got notes.
Yeah, I just felt like it needed a little, I don't know, something. But I guess them just escaping is good enough. I don't know. I know they survived. I mean, is there supposed to be a sequel down the road? Was there ever intended to be? No.
Not that I know. But
there was a lot of stuff
the original ending ended a lot like how the Dawn of the Dead remake ended, sort of,
Oh, okay.
and it kind of just leaves you hanging.
You think it's good, but then you watch something because, like, I will say, I did not watch into the credits. So if there was a post-credit scene,
There
I
is.
do not know.
There is, but I missed it
I
because
watched it.
fucking Tubi switched to the next movie automatically.
It's
Well-
nothing that sets up anything. We just see Mr. Hitachi, I guess, after fighting off the kids, he's sitting in the boiler room, just he's literally just sitting there.
Just
Like,
chilling.
yeah, when he has, I forgot. Oh, he has his little fucking hedge trimmers that he fucking took apart or whatever, and he's just sitting there.
Katana trimmers, dude.
He might be eating something too, but it's nothing that sets anything else up. And then he says,
Oh,
and then the, what does he say? And then the frog fucked the caterpillar or some shit like that. Whatever.
his
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, the screen goes black, and then you hear him say, and then the frog fucked the caterpillar.
Oh, so Dwight was right.
Fuck it, dude. No, it was a fun movie. It follows the zombie tropes, but it does, like Steve said earlier, it gives us something different. We're seeing kids only affected. The virus itself is kind of a combination of a lot of different other viruses we see in movies where, yeah, they are dying because we get that explanation. Because I feel like before that, you're kind of questioning if this is like your atypical zombies or is this a like rage 28 days later style kind of thing. It's kind of both. Honestly, I feel like it's a little bit of a mix because they're not completely dead. These kids are still smart, right?
Yeah.
They're cutting power, they're setting traps, but they're just rabid, pretty much.
Kind of.
Because it's not all even about just like eating. You know what I mean? Like some of them they eat, but then others, a lot of them are just like attacking or scratching and shit. So, which I love the fucking. I mean, yeah, he was just swiping blood on their arms and stuff, but he's supposed to be scratching them. But when the kid is just literally turning all the other kids,
and
in
it's
the playground,
it's fast too. That's what I like about this virus is that even with just the scratch, it's happening so quickly, and that scene happens so fast, and you're like, okay, they're getting infected, but how long is this virus going to take to?
mutate or whatever.
Because even when she initially eats the chicken nugget, it's after lunch before she even turns.
Yeah, it takes definite like minute for sure.
And so she was sitting there taking all that bullshit from Patriot and what the fuck was his name?
Patriot.
Dink and Patriot, those two little fuckers. And then when he pulls her pigtail and it comes off in his hand, it's like, oh shit, she's already rotting. Like, what the fuck? That was fast.
Yeah, it was just, dude, that. Oh, I just keep going back to her eating that nugget, dude. That shit was so
when she
gross,
bites into it,
bro.
She bites into it, and that black goo just comes out, and you're like, oh.
Was it black? I thought it was green.
Well, it was like a dark green.
Yeah, it was just
dark
gross.
green.
Yeah, I thought more black than anything.
But I mean, and that's a hell of an opening. You know what I mean? Because like Chad said, we get to see the process of them actually making chicken nuggets and shit. And then, like I said, what kid doesn't like chicken nuggets? Like that's like a child staple right there. You're not a kid anymore. Doesn't count.
In my heart, I am. Hey, you know what? Worst case scenario, this is just like normal life. I'm just gonna eat these and get severe diarrhea and fucking other shit.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You know what I mean? That's just normal adult life at this fucking point, eating shitty food. So, what do you have? He had diarrhea.
It was all flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, vomiting and the shits.
I mean, and what a different way to explain why adults aren't getting infected because they haven't hit puberty yet, because you know what I mean? The estrogen levels and testosterone levels in prepubescent kids is different than adults. Like, I like that explanation, but it was so stupid that the teacher was the one that figured it out when you have all these other like scientists around the world that probably haven't figured the shit out yet.
Yeah, but he was just going based off a guess off that one student, right?
And that dude was out of his rocker. He was fucking.
I mean, I took it as he had like Asperger's or something like that.
Well,
No,
he had that spike in the head.
He had a spike in his head that was kind of explained a little bit later.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it made
right.
Him,
Yeah,
it made him
yeah.
off or whatever. But
And
even
we're sitting there watching it, and Steph's like, I really hope they're going to explain that.
well,
I
mean,
wish they almost kind of did it. Like, just
there's a lot of stuff that didn't, that really didn't come full circle, because even he's talking about creating a, that it's possible he could create a vaccine for it, but then it doesn't go anywhere because the movie ends after the next scene.
Right. I did like him with the girl right underneath Chad, how he just every time he would start to explain something, he'd be like, "Will you please be quiet?"
I
wasn't even
doing it again.
No, this movie was fun. Like, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it's like a top, like, oh my god, ultimate favorite.
No,
because there's a lot of fun zombie movies out there for sure. But this could definitely fit in with if you wanted to have a solid night of just like, hey, everybody pick a zombie comedy. You know what I mean? Like, for me, Shaun of the Dead's probably going to be top.
I think I might put Zombieland above that.
You know what I put above Zombieland?
I don't know,
Scout's
man.
Guide.
What's that?
I like Scout's Guide.
Scout's Guide
That
over
was really
Zombieland.
solid.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I love Shaun of the Dead, though. But at the
I
same
love
time,
Shaun too.
So do I.
It's tough. At the same time, Hot Fuzz is still far speed.
It is.
Not a zombie movie. But no, going back to this, man, I liked Elijah Wood's character, that he was kind of actually a douchebag. Usually he would be like our hero kind of guy. And he is a little bit, but he's also just kind of up his own ass.
Yeah,
You know
he
what
was
I mean?
really douchey throughout the whole movie. Like when he gets there and he keeps saying, "Oh, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher," and he goes into the class and he just wants them to critique his shitty little novel.
When he sits in the corner and he just like closes his eyes, he's like, kid. Just like, ugh.
But no, even the conversation he has with the teacher in the teacher's lounge after that, and when he's like, I'm not your normal teacher. Like, I'm this really cool guy from New York. And I'm like, you're a douche. Fuck you. Nobody gives a fuck about your book wanting to fuck a boat.
Yeah, no. That was the best too, was fucking Rainn Wilson's response.
Dude, he calls him a hobbit. Oh my God. I fucking lost it.
As funny as that was, the offended look Elijah Wood gave him immediately after was twice as funny.
Yeah. that I'm going in as like an orc.
That was a total Dwight thing to say too.
Oh, fucking hey, dude. It's so weird watching him in like this versus The Office versus like House of Thousand Corpses, because like I never knew him in anything besides House. Like, that was the first thing I ever saw him in. So obviously he didn't have much of a role in that. But
I love that his character, because he's douchey. He's very douchey with his, dual rear wheel. You know what? And it is so hard to fucking say. Like, I was sitting there, I'm like, dual rear wheel.
Dual rear wheels.
Dual rear wheel. Oh, fuck.
Rear.
But, he was very douchey, but I love that his character gets that 360 or that 180. You know what I mean? No.
Hell yeah.
I don't want it. You're fine. It's not your fault. They fucked my order up. So after this, I'm gonna go bitch out Sloshkis. But I love that he gets that complete 180 from this douchey character to actually being the actual hero.
Yes.
And even that whole scene in the boiler room when he starts giving that fucking pep talk and doing what a coach would do, and we get that nice suit up scene of everybody fucking making their weapons and getting together and shit. Like, I love that. Like, that got me hype as fuck.
Nah, man, he was my favorite character, hands down. And he's that small town dude that's never left, and so like he's got to get that position of power. So like that's why he's the douche, but ultimately he's really not. You know what I mean? He cares about his woman and everything. Like, yeah, he's stuck in his ways a little bit, but dude, when he finally beats that one kid with the fire extinguisher and everybody's just like, that was a fucking moment though, because I like that he actually like walked away and was like, dude, I can't I gotta go deal with this now. You know what I mean? Like, most people in the movies, like, they'll just have a second, they're like, can't believe I just did that, all right, we gotta go, and then that's what it is. But I don't know, it is a cool take, especially with the kids, right? Like, nobody wants to go around killing a bunch of fucking kids, but if you're getting attacked like a bunch of cannibals, what do you do? So, best weapon that was made.
Ooh, I like the baseball thrower.
That was pretty solid. I might have to go with the like forks and knives and the safety cone on the jump rope.
That was a good one too.
That's a fucking random ass one. What was it? There was some symbols, which
that was
that was dumb because the symbols to me there should have been like some neck slicing or something with them shits.
Yeah.
Dude. Like you know what I mean? I feel like that's enough of a weapon. And then what's his name? We just got him fucking eating shrooms in the. Which I'm glad we got one shroom style kind of moment with the giraffe. Because I was like, bro, that dude ate a whole fucking bag. He's gonna be feeling some shit.
Fuck
dude.
this! I'm not going down.
Fuck. Ugh. That is not a good escape plan, dude.
Oh,
Let me just say that. But he got out. I guess it worked for him, right? Just fucking chilled in that van. What else do we want to discuss here? Was there anything else specific you boys want to bring up?
Oh, let me think for a second. Is there really?
Are you good with them like figuring out, like with the teacher's whole like figuring it out and stuff, as simple as it was, or
No, but
because sometimes that can hit or miss. You know what I mean? Like if it's done right, I think that's okay with this one.
I mean, there was nothing like. I mean, it's just like every other zombie movie, you know. And some they figured out, and in some they don't. And I feel like for this one, it worked.
Well, yeah, because he's a teacher, right? Like,
yeah.
Most teachers usually have an app to like learn and other stuff still too. So I don't know. To me, it makes sense.
And I like the one teacher when he's talking about his partner and his big fuzzy balls, and then he's like, "I'm talking about my tennis partner." Jeez,
Tennis
and then
balls.
I'm gay. Then he goes, "I'm gay." The other teacher, I fucking knew it.
I'm trying to remember what the hell I've seen that dude in, because I definitely have seen him in some other.
I've seen it a bunch. Yeah,
he was in 30 Rock.
Never watched 30 Rock.
What else was he in?
So he's been in like he's got to be some like side minor role in a movie or something like that I know him from.
Like I said, he's Fix It Felix, so you know his voice is familiar.
Okay, so maybe that's just why I recognize it for possibly whatever reason. But I never saw the second one. I only saw that first record.
I still haven't seen the second one either.
It's the one where he goes into the internet or something, right?
Yeah.
Weird. All right. Well, if you boys are blanking just as much as I am, we could bring in the doppelganger Kangabanga and see what that lovely man has to say.
Let's do it.
All right. Apologize, Gorehounds. We have this whole new setup with this thing, so everything's a little bit wonky, so this should be good to go. What did it say with chicken nuggets?
Do it now.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because Caney is cutting in. Snip, fucking snip, you dog cunt. Well, howdy fucking duty there, folks. It's DKB back for another episode of Gore More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Cooties, a film that I'd seen many, many bloody moons ago, and it was good to go back and rehash this gem because I really fucking dug it. I liked it and I enjoyed it. I was actually laughing. Yes, believe it or not, this comedy / horror film made me fucking laugh, and I really enjoyed the absolute hell out of it. Yeah. So starting off with the comedy aspect of it, what I really enjoyed about the comedy and why it delivered for me was the quick, witty dialogue between the characters, the way it was delivered in the blocking throughout each actor, you know, portraying especially Lee Winnell in certain scenes. I thought he was actually really fucking funny, and even Rainn Wilson, you know. I mean, them two for me personally were the funniest in this movie and the best thing about it. Yeah, they were just two extremely fucking weird characters that I really enjoyed every time they graced the screen with their presence. They were fucking humorous, interesting to somewhat degree, especially Winnell's character. And yeah, I thought it was just like you could just turn your brain off and enjoy it for what it is. Comedy, the dark humor, it's probably actually also, I'll add that in there. The dark humor to this film definitely is that cherry on top that I really enjoyed. So yeah, thanks for picking this one this week, Scuba. It was a fucking pisser.
Yeah, it was.
And also, I've got to throw in there the violence. I really love the violence in this film. It's very dark to a degree, like I mentioned earlier, but they show you shit. I think even the violence in this film is actually humorous at times. We get a couple of insert shots of like the kids have pulled someone apart and they've used their body parts as playground equipment to an extent. And I thought that was actually clever in the screenwriting, and it was just adds that extra hilarious value to the subgenre of the horror genre itself. And yeah, I think it was executed extremely well. Everything, it was just fucking great. It was great to fucking see. So another thing I love about this film is the simple and somewhat yet effective premise. The premise itself, and I love that they actually turn this into a comedy, because if you like writing this down on a bit of paper and trying to be serious about it, it's going to be fucking stupid. It's going to be shit, lame. It's going to be stale. That extra value of the comedic humor that we get in this film, that extra layer, definitely just brings this fucker home without the premise like this. And yeah, this was a fucking fun time, which I've probably already fucking said numerous times, but hey, it was. I don't give a fuck. Come at me, motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
So when are we getting a fucking sequel? Where's the goddamn sequel? That's what I want to fucking see. I love how they set it up as in like, it's not just their town, it's all over. Because I was thinking at the start of the movie, I'm thinking, well, maybe does it just start from this town? No, it starts from fucking millions of other towns. And I was like, that's cool. That's great. Maybe fucking do a sequel down here. Have a bunch of kids running around saying cunt. Obviously, we got that in this film too. So
Yeah, we
kudos
did.
to the
Yeah, we got one
screenwriters for
cut.
putting that in. I reckon Lee Winnell would have put that in there. I think he wrote this film. He would have put that in there, being Australian. So yeah. Anywho, yeah. Where's my motherfucking sequel? So yeah, keeping it short and sweet this week, but I mean, what more else can I say about this film other than the fact that I fucking enjoyed it? Maybe for the fact that I couldn't really remember exactly what happens. I've seen it so many fucking years ago. So it was kind of good going back and rehashing it this week, because it felt like I was watching it for the first time again, and I went in with low expectations, and boy, did it fucking deliver. I mean, if you have not seen this film, go out and fucking suss it ASAP. It's definitely underrated, and it obviously for a horror comedy, which I'm not the biggest fan of the subgenre of the horror genre, it really delivered for me personally, and I had a good time. I was laughing and shit. So yeah, this week I'm giving it a Gore score of a 4.5.
Wow.
I'm not giving it a full 5, because it's probably not a film that I'm going to go back and keep watching over and over again, like maybe like twice a year or whatever it may be, but a 4.5 is decent enough. So in saying that, looking forward to what you guys say about this motherfucking film, and I'll catch you mother lickers next week. So cheers, gentlemen.
Word.
Oh shit, I forgot about that part.
Oh, fuck. They're just getting better and better.
Fucking A, dude. Well, thank you, Mr. Kane. Appreciate that. Oh, I gotta flip me a rack around here. Hold on one second. Boop. There we go. All right.
Yeah, as soon as that little kid called him cunt, I looked at Steph and like, well, Brody's gonna love this.
Yeah. Right. I love that there's always like key things that'll always just remind us of each other somehow. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, just like watching Mortal Kombat, and you're literally just watching Brody for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I got him right here on my wall, so I can always just look at it fucking anytime I want.
love that. I love that poster so
but
much.
It'll never not be there, dude. Unless it just gets moved to a different wall. All right. So Brody started off high with a 4.5.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
I cannot say I was either, man. I'm right in that same boat, but
I was
kudos nonetheless.
expecting a high score because he loves Lee Winnell.
True.
Okay.
So I was expecting that it was going to be 4 and above for his score.
He's a horror comedy guy, though. So
Yeah.
that's a tough,
Yeah.
It's a tough read, but you know what? Solid nonetheless. All right. We never got a score from Bob, right? Bob's
No.
he's just
I don't think
Disney-fied all the way. Yeah, no, 100%. Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, there's a lot of different Brody. I think of you every time for some reason, like KFC is like in my view.
Yeah. Well, yeah, KFC now too. Anytime I see KFC, I'm like, Brody. Or anytime I'm sitting there eating the KFC nugs, I'm like, this is for you, Brody.
Right. No. Don't like
No,
KFC?
I just don't have it. I have to. There is a KFC near me, but it's like a half hour away, and it's down by where I never go.
Everything is a half hour away from you.
Oh, at least.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I like KFC's all right. I like Popeyes better. It just service sucks. Their service shitty.
I like the KFC nugs. The KFC nuggets, if you haven't had them.
I haven't. And you know what? I haven't gone full white mode. I've never had Chick-fil-A.
Same.
So
Chick-fil-A is okay.
every time I see one, it just happens to be a Sunday, and they're not open on the day of the Lord, so it just ain't gonna happen. So, nah. All right. So, that being said, I feel like we've discussed pretty much everything we want to, unless there's anything else you boys want to bring up. If not, I'm throwing this shit to Chad Daddy. What do you got behind the scenes, brother?
Alrighty, so Mr. Rainn Wilson did all of his own stunts for this movie.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was really him clotheslining little kids, which actually,
Fuck yeah.
actually brings me to the next part. The infected children were doubled by dwarf stunt people.
Oh my god.
So he was beating up
Fuck
midgets.
yeah, dude. That's like a life goal, isn't it? Like,
I had so we get midget wrestling. that
fuck
comes
yeah,
to
you
town.
do. I was hoping you were going this way.
We get midget wrestling that comes to town every so often, and I'm like, I want to book them for one of my shows and just go in and have my character just fucking demolish all these fucking midgets, because I want to do the whole where they like dogpile me and then I fucking throw them off the way the fucking
So you
kid.
got to fight at least 3 to 4 midgets to get that like solid fucking. I mean, to get really that like, you know, like, "Wah!"
yeah.
At least I would say at least 3. So at one point they could stack on each other and be taller than you and try to look menacing. This is
Like
totally a Looney Tunes
a
cartoon.
midget
but-
totem pole.
Fuck. Fuck.
Get canceled episode 310, boys.
Oh dear God.
All right, Chad Daddy.
This is the second time that Elijah Wood plays a character who fights monsters in a school. The first time was in Faculty.
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
Another fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
And highly rated per the Gore and More podcast.
yes. And my wife even loved it.
I don't remember our rating, though.
Um,
I'm terrible with that shit, dude.
That
I
is
don't even-
that was last year, so I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, that's all right.
On my notes from last year over there. The photo featured in the beginning inside Clint's bedroom is an actual picture of Elijah Wood as a kid.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one. I was like literally. What the hell? Was he in the Wiz? No. Anyways, no, that was Spider-Man, Topher Grace, or not? Geez,
Tobey
not
Maguire.
Grace, Tobey Maguire.
In The Wiz?
Yeah, he was one of the like side
He
characters.
he doesn't say anything. He's just
Yeah,
there.
he's just standing there.
he's mullet kid to the left.
yeah.
Well, like,
He does great face acting. That's about it.
okay, we already mentioned the line about the Hobbit.
Yes.
Tamara's line, circle, circle, dot, dot, now you have a cootie shot, was included in the movie per the request of Lee Whannell's wife, Corbett Tuck.
I mean, it makes sense. I was kind of expecting it at some point with kids and the whole. Like,
It didn't.
name,
It didn't
but-
register with me. I thought that was a cute little scene, by the way.
Right. I'm just happy those kids made it. At least as far as we know, right?
Right.
So
Danville is the same town as in WandaVision.
Westview?
wait, like the one that she created?
Yes.
That's why Danville sucks. It makes sense. All right.
How great was fucking Danville's town sign?
At least we're not.
At least we're not picking.
You know what? That feels like the town I kind of went to school at versus their rivals, dude.
That feels like Shelbyville and Springfield.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see. When Clint is at the vending machine in the teacher's lounge, a little girl comes riding in on a tricycle, mimicking the Jigsaw puppet, who also rides a tricycle. Lee Whannell also wrote and acted in Saw.
Oh,
Nice.
And she
You
did
know
that.
what?
She did that awful scream like in Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This is how stupid I am. Like, I should have got the obvious screen reference, but at the same time, I was just like, "Yeah, it's a kid on a tricycle. Makes sense to me."
Right.
Like, I didn't even think that allusion to that, but all right. I did like that scene of her going around the vent, though, dude. That was like a nice, tense scene. But I still don't understand how she didn't like almost see them because it didn't seem like their vision was like fucked up or something. But I don't know.
I mean, it was dark.
Yeah, maybe.
No. The opening scene was shot at a real chicken farm. Kind of guessed that.
Yep.
In the facility manager's room is a mirror that looks like the Dharma logo, a company in Lost in which Jorge Garcia appeared.
We're gig.
Jorge.
Horgig.
Jorge.
Horgig. Sounds like a good time.
Even though Miles Elliott played Dink and credits listed him as Dink, no one in the movie actually said his name at all.
I was gonna say I don't remember it being mentioned, but what a terrible fucking name. You gotta hate your kid if you're naming your kid Dink. Or even I don't know, even Patriot. But there is some people.
Yeah,
out
Patriot
there.
was awful, and that kid was a dick anyway.
Yeah, but we all know that kid.
He
And
was
we all
born
know
on
that kid.
September 11th.
We all know that. Yeah, right. Fucking
So much for
knobs.
joining the Marines, bitch.
Knob.
When the police show up, Rick mentions the 5-0. The term 5-0 is slang to alert others to police or other authority presence. It was derived from the TV show Hawaii 5-0 from 1968, and Garcia was a regular cast member of the reboot in 2010.
Oh, nice.
Sweetness. Never watched it.
Neither did
was
I. I
pretty
just
good.
know the fucking theme song.
Yeah.
Both the original and the remake were pretty good.
I heard the remake was pretty solid.
Yeah.
All right.
When the group of survivors drives through the town of Danville, they pass a movie theater with 2 movie posters displayed, one for this movie with a skeletal hand holding a lollipop, the other one for A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, which was co-produced by Cooties writer Josh C. Waller.
And Brody said that earlier in the show as well.
He
actually.
did.
Pop that up. Nice. And I will be fully honest, I've never even heard of that movie, so I will have to look that up myself.
And this is also, did you happen to notice the name of the executive producer of the movie?
No.
Hayden Christensen.
What?
Oh, wow.
The Hayden Christensen.
The Hayden Christensen. I'm doing this, doing the show notes. I'm like, that's got to be a different one. And I've looked and nope, it is Anakin Skywalker.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes the money's in producing more than the acting and shit, but
Y'all,
Huh.
how great would it have been if he would have been a character in the movie and he said, execute order 66. They just
They start killing the kids.
he starts fucking killing the kid. Man, missed opportunity.
either that or he should have been like the dude that was just like, hey, follow me. I do CrossFit.
Oh, yeah, that would have been
yeah.
great. That would have been great if that was him and it just
You
fucking.
know what I mean? Just like a random like one-off, dude. Just done.
No, it would have been great if he just goes out there and just starts to getting ready to take on these kids. They just look at him and go, oh shit, it's him. Run.
Yeah, right. They would almost have to do. Would it be too? That'd be too much of a parody. Where if they did it, where like the little blonde kid that looks at him when he like does the lightsaber, if they almost like mimic that scene, but with like the zombie kid. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
It would have had to have been a scene where they're all together. And when Anakin turns on the fucking lightsaber, but it's somebody's phone ringing or something that has
Something,
like
yeah,
lightsaber fucking tune.
missed opportunity. Anyways,
Yeah.
And finally, there is an alternate ending, which
Oh.
was the original one, but Lionsgate paid them to reshoot the ending. After killing Patriot, they realize they are out of gas. They venture on foot and eventually find a deserted campsite. They start to enjoy themselves. Clint throws his novel in the fire and tells Lucy he's not a writer, and he actually is a teacher living in Fort Chicken. Clint has a strong feeling of dread and tells the others to join him. They find the leader's dead body, and the other infected children find them. Then you see infected Boy Scouts led by Shelley, looking even worse than ever. Her eyes are hollow black with more blisters. It's unknown what happened to everyone after the encounter. Carnival music begins playing as 3 managers from an amusement park, a theater, and a family fun center, respectively, get the chicken nugget boxes out of a truck carrying them. Because this ending was never shown, it is possible that the nuggets were also infected with the virus and is responsible for the outbreak.
I mean, I kind of took that when they found the other party room full of nuggets.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just the one.
But that was in the reshoot. Because that
Hmm.
was in Danville already.
I don't know. Like, it was just like what's his name? Fucking Wilson shows up, they fucking blow up that building, and then they drive off and they throw that fucking rear wheel drive shit joke in there again. And it's like that's kind of it. I was just like, I don't know. I just feel like there was like no like closure to it or something. I don't know. I don't know what else I would need.
Like I said, there was a lot that just didn't come full circle in the movie, but
no, I still
enjoyable.
I still ultimately enjoyed the movie because it was just a fun fucking movie, man.
Yes, it was. I had, like I said, it's a laugh riot through the whole movie.
This
I haven't
is
laughed this good at a movie in a long time.
This is another one. This, Scouts, and Zombieland. That's a triple fucking feature,
Yep.
dude, for an evening.
Agreed.
I'd probably almost start. Where would I almost? Zombieland, this, and then Scouts. I think is how I'd want to do it.
I would start with this Zombieland and then Scouts.
See, I was thinking
That
that,
sounds
but
about
I was
right.
trying to think like I was trying to keep the ones with like. I guess they all kind of have kids in a way, although they're more like teens in Zombieland. But all right. Well, thank you for that, Chad Daddy.
My pleasure.
Much appreciated. All right. So, where did we watch this shit?
Doobie.
Also to be
Hell yeah.
douche of the film.
Patriot.
Frodo.
That dude fucking the chicken in the beginning or whatever he was about to do.
I see. I got to go with Elijah Wood's character because
I know. I think I'm going to agree with you, Chad Daddy.
I mean, he was
a dick, dude.
for one reason, he was lying about being a teacher for really no reason whatsoever, which I didn't understand. All he wanted was everybody to just read his novel and critique it. And then when they did critique it, he comparing it to Christine. Oh, no.
He just wanted to feel better than them because I think like he knew that girl from his high school, so he was just trying to make it seem like he was,
Yeah, and he knew she was with Rainn Wilson's character, and he still made a move on her.
Right. And you know what's even funny is Rainn Wilson called her out on that fucking shit too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
And he was just like, yeah. He's like, she's like, oh, it's just this. He's like, yeah, but you didn't stop getting that attention, did you? And it's like, ooh. I'm like, that's some good radio shit right there. All right. Favorite kill.
Patriots kill. Because that was the most satisfying fucking kill for me.
Was that the one with the
when they reversed? Then they yeah. Fuck that kid. I hated that kid so much.
Oh, that's right, because it was the tail, it was the tail, the hitch into his head, right? And then into the
He got the
tree.
cock rammed into his head and then into the tree.
That was a pretty solid one. Let's see. I mean, I do like I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of them are like normal zombie-esque kills.
I am gonna go with the mom killed by the zombie baby.
That was cool.
Ooh, that was different. She was annoying, so whatever. It's fine. Take that shit out of your ear. I think I'm gonna go down with the beatdown with the fucking fire extinguisher. That was just fucking intense. I wish we saw a little bit more, but and then I feel like that was the first one that started them on. They're like, all right, we got to do this. So that takes us to best scene. Best scene.
I go to the weapon building scene.
The lock and load.
The lock and load.
I like that they call it out.
Yeah.
This is our lock and load scene.
It's like if this were Commando or blah 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 or any other 80s action movie. I'm gonna go with fucking the janitor. Was it Hitachi?
Mr. Hitachi.
Going all fucking samurai on the little kids.
How 80s is that though?
It was
like
so
just
great.
that cliche of like the Asian.
He's from one of the best 80s movies ever.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like that's just such like a great 80s cliche that we don't get anymore. Just the random Asian
And then all he
janitor
had to eat
that
was fucking
happens to-
seaweed.
Yeah, and that but he's like a fucking crazy black belt martial artist and shit like that. Just it's like
That is an absolute 80s cliche.
yeah,
fucking right.
fucking it's stereotyping. Yeah, well, it's funny. So
Yeah, who cares?
the dude signed up for the role, right? He knew what he was
Yeah.
Exactly.
doing. All right. Best scene. I think I might have to go also lock and load scene, man, because I'm always a sucker for that shit. I hate it, but I love it. All right, that takes us to worst moment or scene. I'm gonna say making me watch that chicken nugget process. In the
That's
beginning of this
exactly
shit,
what I was going to say.
Shit
too.
was. It wasn't the worst, but it was gross.
I'm right there with you. That was my pick too.
Just trying to enjoy my chicken and biscuits.
I'm gonna say the sheriff getting killed off because that was just really fast, and the CGI blood was kind of crap. They could have done it with a practical effect.
I mean, you knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, but to be fair, we've seen him die way cooler in a car. In was a fucking superhero horror movie we watched, Brightburn,
Oh yeah.
because he died brutally in fucking Brightburn.
Wait, was that the dad?
He was the uncle.
No.
Remember when he
Yeah.
picks up the truck and his fucking face gets impaled?
Oh,
in the fucking
yeah.
steering wheel? Yeah. So it just granted, I know he was
I
just
need to
kind of a
rewatch
throwaway
that shit,
character, but it just, I don't know. The CGI blood kind of killed it for me on his scene.
No, that's fair. Just a big old window map.
Yeah.
All right. Did the opening scene hook you in?
Yep.
Disgustingly enough, yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, dude. I felt like I was watching a Discovery Channel show for a second.
How it's made.
Oh, like, man, if I had real like chicken nuggets there, I just don't know how I would feel about that whole fucking like the fact that I was eating chicken was bad enough. But
I thought about picking up some chicken nuggets before the show, but
I mean, I have nuggets. I'm just saying, just happened to be eating them at the time. I love me some chicken nuggets, dude. Who the fuck doesn't? But then you graduate to chicken fingers, and then you go to tenders after that, right? You gotta get them tendies. All right. So, most attractive character.
The
So-
brunette teacher.
Which one?
The brunette teacher with the rape button.
Nassim Padram. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's hot. She is
She
fucking
is.
hot. Especially in Saturday Night Live, I always found her super attractive.
I mean,
But
she's
the
annoying.
mom,
She's annoying, but the mom was hot.
the mom that gets eaten by the baby, she's fucking hot too.
I was gonna say, I hope you don't mean Meredith.
No. The mom that gets
No,
eaten
he
by
meant the
baby.
mom that told "fuck you" to the kid.
Yeah.
Scooter's just like, wait a minute, hold
Wait,
on,
No, hold on. No.
maybe.
No, the mom that got eaten by the baby. I forget what else she's been in, but she's fucking hot.
And that was a tough pick for me because I love Alison Pill. I thought she was super cute in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Bro, it took me till the end to like. Jen told me, I was like, oh my god, it's Kim, dude. I didn't even fucking realize. Like, holy shit. I'm gonna have to go with Scoobs, man. I'm gonna have to go with mom in the car. I think
You're not going with the brunette.
I am not.
Wow.
Her attitude just didn't like that. Just rubbed me the wrong way.
It was her hairstyle for me.
I
If
think it
her
might
hair-
be that. Maybe that's what it might have been.
Yeah,
Dude, I
if her
don't
hair
know.
would have been styled different, I'd have definitely picked her. But that Karen hairstyle, I couldn't do it.
I still love her. I fucking knew it.
Yeah, right. All right. Let's see here. That takes us to score set the mood.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say so.
Yeah,
I don't.
It didn't distract
nothing
from it.
stuck out. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it didn't have me bopping in my seat or anything. So, did we have a song?
Not that I can remember.
Mm-mm.
All right, fuck that. We're throwing that shit away. Favorite character?
Mr. Hitachi.
Ooh, nice.
I think that's I'm torn between him and the guy in the van.
Also solid. Ooh, yeah.
Sat there and
Solid.
tripped balls through the whole movie.
I'm going Wade Johnson, dude. I'm going Rainn Wilson. He was my dude in this.
You know what I love about the dude in the van though, because they could have gone the easy route and just made him a stoner, but they didn't. They
No,
fucking
shrooms.
shrooms. Like,
Which,
fuck.
thank you for that, because that makes most people that smoke weed can, you know what I mean? They can still like handle themselves, but it's like you put yourself in a drug situation where you eat an entire eighth of shrooms. You're not leaving the house in those premises, bro. Like, you don't even want to leave your room sometimes, right? Like, it all depends on how good you're feeling. All right. That takes us to, was it scary?
No, it wasn't supposed
No,
to. But
it's
it's meant
not
to be a
meant to be.
comedy.
Thank you. Does it hold up today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 10 years old, so I would say yes, absolutely. Acting.
I thought the acting was pretty
Acting
top notch.
Acting was great. I mean, we have a lot of great actors in this film, and like Brody said, the dialogue between the actors was great. It didn't seem like it was forced.
And the best part is
flowed.
you don't need the kid actors in this don't even really need to do anything. They just need to act like crazy zombies and shit, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and even our two child actors, I mean, they
didn't do much. They were pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I will say, I forgot to mention, Brody brought up the fact how the kids were using like the guts as
jump rope.
Jump ropes and shit like that.
Oh, I forgot about that scene.
That scene in particularly reminded me of like old school crazies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's even like a third type to this, where it's just like, no, they're conscious of what they're doing. They're just doing it still. Like, it's, I don't know. Cinematography.
Meh.
I think it was okay.
Yeah. There was nothing really that poked out or anything like that.
But there wasn't anything either really, really terrible where you're like, oh, I hated the framing of that shot, or I didn't like that angle.
There was one shot.
Don't you dare say the giraffe.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. There was one shot where the editing was fucked up, and I never noticed it until this watch. When they are leaving the play area and Rainn Wilson's spraying the gasoline everywhere, you see him backing up or whatever, and he's already made it through where the ball area is. There's like these foam things hanging down that he had already walked through.
Right.
You see a quick shot of him and he's spraying more gasoline and the foam things are behind him. And then it goes back and he's already behind.
I did not
or
notice
in front
that,
of them. Yeah. That caught me. I was like, ha, they fucked up.
All right. It's always funny when you see shit like that. Premise.
Fuck yeah.
Zombie kids, yeah.
Zombie kids. Let's go.
And climax.
I'm gonna say yes because I'm giving you kids an F for fuck you.
No, see, I liked the gasoline and the fire burn and stuff like that. So like the climax it was just the after, I guess. Just I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes because I really love the fact that it wasn't just Wade, it was Hitachi and the guy in the fucking van coming to their rescue.
And right, like the Thunderdome of zombie kids.
Like,
yeah, practically was. Yeah, they were crawling all over shit and everything.
Yeah, dude. You ever try going in one of those at your age now?
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, right. Your knees hurt. They don't like it. All right, recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
Rewind.
I'll rewind it. I'll watch it again
as well.
Yeah.
And let's rate this mother liquor. Brody started the shit off at a 4.5. Scuba, what you got, brother?
I'm right there with Brody.
4.5. All right. Chad Eddie?
I don't think I can disagree with that. So 4.5.
4.5. I'm going to sound like a dick. I'm only going to go a 4 on this one myself. So apologize to tank the score a little bit. Let's see. Divide that shit. So that is a 4.4.
Nice.
There you go. Chad Daddy, what are we watching next week?
Next week, we get to see a very creepy Kevin Bacon in Hello Man.
Hell yeah.
No shit, dude. I haven't watched this movie.
Yeah, in forever.
Probably since this came out myself. 2000? Fuck, man.
Damn.
This movie's 24 years old.
Man, I didn't realize it was
when
that
I graduated.
Old.
Fuck.
So this shit's on Peacock if you're subscribed, Sling, or you can pretty much rent it from anywhere else. So
sweet.
Huh. Well, I'm going to say ahead of time, I'm sure the CGI is probably not going to hold up the best.
I did watch parts of it not too long ago, just a couple months ago, and yeah, some of it's a little shitty, but
But
it is what it is.
as long as acting's solid, which we all know Kevin Bacon can bring it, that's usually what sells the movie regardless. So
Absolutely.
fuck yeah, dude. Brody's excited. Awesome.
Hollow Man has the invisible gorilla, right?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Yeah, it's been a fucking minute, dude, since I watched this shit. I forgot Brolin was in it. Yeah.
Fuck you, Brody. I was not.
Fuck you guys. I was like 20 something.
I wasn't too far behind you.
I was 24.
I was 15.
I was 18. 18. Yeah, 18.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Wait, is this another illustrious Kevin Bacon dong movie? There was like a fucking thing where like there's like a bunch of movies where like you could see his dog or something like that. And it's like,
I don't remember if
why
you see
is
it
this a list?
directly. I don't remember if you see it directly.
I think you see it when he first injects himself and he starts turning invisible. You see like the see-through meat version of it.
Yeah.
You don't actually see like the fleshy.
It's like those Game Boys that came out after the OG ones, dude, that are like
The clear plastic ones.
Fuck yeah, dude. That shit needs to come back, man. Start
Give
making
me a Switch
controllers
like that. Give me a fucking Switch.
controllers, everything like that looks like that shit. Dude, be great. Okay, so Hollow Man next week. Awesome. Is there anything nerdy you boys would care to discuss or would like to discuss or anything of the nature?
I'm not sure if you guys got a chance to look, but the trailer for Thunderbolts dropped today.
I did
haven't watched it
not, but maybe I will after this.
It doesn't really seem to. It doesn't really seem like it spoils much of anything. It's a nice little teaser. It's like a 3-minute trailer, so it's
All right. I'm trying to think what other nerdy news. Oh, is it today or tomorrow? New Mortal Kombat update drops. So the new DLC that you could pay for, but then there's the free DLC where they're dropping all the new animalities and shit like that. So
yeah. I was bitching to my wife about that. Fucking $50 for the DLC.
They did the same thing with MK11 though, so it's not like they did it with when they brought that secondary story mode out.
I think by the time I got it, it was down to like 15 or 20.
Oh, see, I gotta be that. I'm that day one asshole because I'm just like I need it. But
Agatha All Along dropped on Disney Plus. They dropped the first 2 episodes. I watched it and I was not disappointed.
all right.
I didn't think I would enjoy it because what do you do with that character so far? I fuck with it. I like
All
it.
right. So you're telling me I need to dust off my Disney Plus there?
I mean, it might not be for everybody, but I like it because it gives us something different than the superhero aspect that's going on in the MCU.
I'm fine with that. I'm
You know what I
fine
mean?
with that. Yep.
You're seeing the Agatha. I mean, she's powerless. She's been stuck in Westview for 3 years at this point. After Wanda, of course, this takes place after WandaVision. So she's been stuck there, and it's basically her coming back through these different things that happen. And it starts off and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then everything is explained and you're like, oh, okay. But I liked it. And then there's a song they sing that got stuck in my fucking head. It's good. It's a good show. I like it. I like it better than Secret Invasion.
I didn't watch.
I also
that
have
one.
not watched.
I started watching it and then I stopped because it was just boring.
I haven't watched any of them since Hawkeye.
I'd never even finished Hawkeye.
I liked Hawkeye.
I like Hawkeye. And Hawkeye is one of my favorite characters of the Marvel universe.
So let's see. Oh, I guess also superhero shows. Well, not really superhero, but universe-wise, Penguin also dropped on HBO, I think. So
Haven't watched it yet.
Not my thing.
I don't know if I personally will. I enjoyed the Batman, but also like I don't know.
My thing is if the Batman's not gonna be in it, I don't
Right.
really care for it.
And I just don't like movies or shows about like the mafia and organized crime to begin with. It's just not a subject matter that's ever really appealed to me. So I'm not.
I can agree with that 100%. Let's see. What else did we have in nerd news? Oh, PlayStation announced their 30th anniversary PS5, which is awesome because it comes with the classic gray
Ooh.
Sony style. Yeah.
But
But then
That's
Go ahead.
kind of dumb, really, because those cases are removable, so they could just sell
Hey,
those.
true that. You could just buy the case.
Yeah.
Somebody will make it aftermarket
Yeah, probably. But
if they don't already.
But then Sony also came out with that fucking $700 discless. I don't even know what the fuck to even say about that one.
I mean, at least the 30th anniversary edition is it's $500, which is what you
Right. That's the
anyway.
but that's the normal like disc
Yeah.
style, like which I would still get over that new one because I don't fucking get that shit, dude. Fuck that. Ooh, more storage. I need that CD space, man. I know you could buy it extra, but fuck that shit. Let's see. Was there anything else nerdy? I'm trying to remember. Might be a
I
little
can't
late.
think of anything.
I can't think of
The new Art the Clown Tinsley masks dropped, which are different from the ones we got last season. They have the Santa art, but they're latex masks. Everybody's like raving about them because they look so much better than the masks that came out last year. I guess they're dropping either $60 or $70 for the masks. But
Oh no shit.
But my thing is I don't want a full latex Santa beard. It doesn't make any sense to me because it's got the hair on it, but it's latex, and then it's got like the Santa beard and it's latex. So it just doesn't.
that is a weird choice.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. Let's see. All right. Well, I think if we got nothing else, I'm trying to think if there's anything even horror news right now. God, I feel like I'm missing something. We talked about the popcorn bucket, I believe, last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
All right.
That's
Fuck
what
it,
the new
dude.
mask looks like. It looks like the fucking popcorn bucket just made of latex.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh. What? Predator Hunting Grounds comes to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series on October 1st. No shit. Is that going to be getting a little revive? I never picked that one up.
Yes, it is.
I have it.
It's worth it. It's
and I
fun.
have not played it in fucking probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years at this point.
It's probably been at least a year for me too. And I've never once have I played as a predator. I've always been one of the mercenaries.
Oh, no shit.
I just
Oh,
think it's more fun as the mercenary because you do more stuff. I mean, when you're the predator, yeah, they're automatically going to be gunning for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Let's see. We also Freddie Prinze Jr. officially signs on for I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel.
Mhm.
I never hated those movies. Like I know we always kind of shit on the Scream style.
The
kind
first
of
one
movies.
was okay. The second one was dog shit.
Oh no, absolutely. I'm only talking about the first one. But like I didn't hate the first one. And maybe just because we had Sarah Michelle Gellar and Jennifer Love Hewitt to look at the whole time during that movie. So,
Mhm.
you know, that might also
Damn, I have not seen that in years.
Right? Fucking A, dude.
I might need to watch it.
Yeah, you know, fucking
I think Steph would probably like that.
She's never seen it?
No, I don't think so.
No, that one was always that was just a fun one. Alrighty, well, I think if that's gonna be it, we will sign this shit out. Scuba, if you want to start us off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, the ghost daddy himself, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, see you next week. Or maybe you won't.
This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying join us next week for not the invisible, but the Hollow Man.
The Holler Man.
The Holler Man. Holla, holla, holla.
That's right. And I'm Not So Mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode of the Gore More podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, rate, all that shebang. It helps us out. It gets us out there, and we want to get our voices out there. Yeah. So, that being said, watching Hollow Man next week. Who's picking is it next week, by the way? Yours?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, Chad Daddy. All right. So next week's Chad Daddy's pick. I'm excited to watch. It's definitely been fucking 2 decades at least.
Damn.
Fucking A, right, man? And with that being said,